We don't necessarily run a big gauntlet of traffic out here in Monterey, but still, this is me in traffic. It's yellow. Go, go. Don't stop. Don't stop! No wonder. You drive like you look stupid. Or in a Starbucks line, 8 deep. Here I am, this dialogue in my head. Just go, just order. Yeah, it's a cookie. It costs $3. Get it or don't. What? That's not even an option. Half skim? What are you talking about? How about coffee? Coffee flavored coffee. You know, my anger issues run much deeper than what I'm going to let on to today. But a lot of what I'm talking about is this want to control the situation, this need for me to control the situation. There was a guy in ancient Greece named Epictetus, and he said some very wise words. He said there are things that are in our control and there are things that are not in our control. In our control, thoughts, feelings, actions. Outside of our control, people, places, things. The tragedy and the challenge of our lives are figuring out how to operate between those two places, to have the awareness to see what is in our control and what's not in our control. Some things have helped me more recently now than ever in figuring out this balance. First is the acknowledgement that, despite what I'd like to believe, I am not the master of the universe. I do not control time, space, and dimension. The second is that there is something bigger than me that is in control. And the third is that I am able to, in some way, talk with them, communicate with them. Now, giving up control is not something that I want to do. I'm a pilot. I'm a Marine. I have this ethos that says I'm in control. And I'm in the aircraft. I have controls. I have controls. This bird is doing what I want it to do. But if you start to drill down a little bit deeper, you realize just how much of a guest you really are in the air. I am in a machine that's a sum cumulative total of a lot of work, a lot of inspections, a lot of ideas, with hundreds, if not thousands, of moving parts. And sometimes when the weather gets bad, you find out how not in control you really are. There's a much bigger system at play. What I control in an aircraft are my own actions, what I do, no matter if I'm in a single flight or a flight of many aircraft. There is something bigger. There is something bigger out there. And when I talked about the weather, that's a big demonstrative example to me of nature, of something that's much larger than me and outside of my control. And it takes a lot for us sometimes to realize that we don't control everything. The weather will snap a pilot's head back very quickly. And I've experienced that. Perhaps one of the greatest things to being human is realizing that there are things outside of our domain of perception. We do live in a society that says perception is more important than reality. Perception is not reality. If you don't believe me, I can take you outside on a pitch black night. You can't see anything. And I'll put some night vision goggles on your eyes, and you'll see everything. The light that you are seeing was always there. It's now just being focused and concentrated for you to be able to perceive it. There is something greater. There is something bigger. And it's up to us to acknowledge it. I remember one time speaking with my favorite chaplain. He's now the Marine Corps chaplain, Father Bill Devine. And I was talking about this person. I said, Father, this person, he just infuriates me. He's self-serving. He's manipulative. And he's going to get some justice. He is going to get some justice, and I'm going to bring it to him. We're going to butt heads, and it's not going to be pretty. And Father Bill Devine said, Sue, you want some justice? And I said, yeah. He said, well, Art, if you want justice, you're going to have to pray for him. Henry Matisse maintained while he was working that he was in communion with God. He was praying. A lot of the Eastern religions compare the practice of meditation to this idea of prayer. My point is that across many spectrums of spirituality, make no mistake, that's what we're talking about today, is spirituality. There is a need to commune with the higher power. I think we live in a spiritually vacuous society. I think we're taught that material possessions fulfill need. But that's not true. I'm here to tell you that man does not live by bread alone. And I challenge you, by your own means, because I'm not presenting any practice in front of you right now, but I challenge you by your own means to reaffirm daily, moment to moment, your own affirmation that you are not in control, that there is something greater than you and you are able to access it. I challenge you to prove me wrong when I say that the practice of those three principles will not improve your life. Thank you.